Hello everyone, it's 11:47 p.m. So this will be my last video for the night, and tomorrow, it won't be uploaded till finally uploaded until tomorrow. So excuse me. So I just been feeling scared and nervous and depressed and sad. Excuse me. About the immediate future and me having to be back out on the streets. Excuse me. And everything like that. So I have to be prepared with getting comfortable with getting uncomfortable, trying to get comfortable with being back to being uncomfortable all over again. And I'm not ready. Excuse me. And everything just being more different now. And I haven't, other than going just down the street and also going to the job interview, you know, I, I, I mean, going down the street to go to the store and go to the job interview. Other than that, I've been mostly staying here and trying to rest mentally from all the torture, and still had some stress. And yeah, sleep deprivation is part of the program that excuse me, they want to manufacture that you can't be functional on your own, and you have to be forced to be dependent on others. I always wanted to be independent and do for myself. But the more I try to strive and fight for my own independence, the more I get treated like a punished baby. So everything's getting really scary. They're ramping everything up. They said that the dark winter is here. I'm scared of what to do as far as surviving through this tribulation as a targeted individual and homeless. And so I've been trying to practice to not feel fearful, but I'm still very scared about everything getting worse. And they said that the new normal is here to stay. I don't know what happened to me. Well, I feel bad for some parts of Louisiana and mainly Texas have the power outages. And so, we have been warned about this dark winter. And I don't know where to go flee to the woods anywhere. And so me surviving, I mean, I'm scared to go to a FEMA camp or anything like that. And the idea of going back out on the streets and having to suffer and struggle and everything like that. And I don't mean to be graphic, but the woman's monthly visitor, if you get what I mean, is supposed to come very soon. And it's the hardest as a woman, when I've had to experience and deal with being forced to be out on the streets during that time with no place I can go take a bath or a shower, and have to be forced to be dirty and bloody, for a few days, and then not having a place to get to go take a shower. So yeah, financially I guess it's going to be a struggle. Excuse me. I mean, I don't know if anybody can help me out to stay here, you know, for a few more days. And then me barely having food. Excuse me. And then by the time I have to go back out on the streets, let me see, when is February 28th? Oh, it's a Sunday. So March 3rd is on a Wednesday. So March 3rd is when I get the next Social Security check. And you know, I don't know how people are gonna act towards me and how they're gonna be towards me, or what I'm gonna have to experience. But the idea of struggling without the buses, that's gonna be. I mean, it's kind of sad that. I'm feeling sad that if me going back out on the streets, that everything's gonna be harder and more difficult for me, and me not being able to go to that particular library that I've been going to. And if I do try to go, I would have to take a 3-hour walk back and between there and downtown. And so I'm not equipped for it. But I mean, it would be better if I had better shoes than what I do have. With the shoes that I have, well, I mean, I guess after February, it's supposed to warm up, and I can wear sneakers below my ankles. But I bought the shoes above my ankles because I thought I was gonna be on the streets for this winter. So I thought I was gonna be on the streets for this winter, and I got these shoes, and they're not fit or suitable for walking, but they cover my ankles in case it would be unbearably too cold. So it's really rough and tough, and I feel bad for the ones who have to struggle and suffer out there. There are even right now some lone single females who are outside on the streets, homeless, male and female. My heart goes out to anybody except the gang stalkers. But, you know, I should have compassion on them too. So, I mean, I if I did have a place to live, like a permanent place, then I would feel more comfortable with being stocked up on food and everything, and whatever other necessary supplies. But then, and then if any lockdown, I won't be able to access my storage unit or anything like that. With me being on the streets and difficulty traveling and getting around, that's really hard. And even if I were slim and in shape with my disability, I can't ride. I have difficulty riding up and down the hills, the steep hills that they have. Well, not that steep, but even the slightest steep hill, I have a difficulty riding uphill on a bike, or but if it's downhill on a bike, like one time I almost, 2019, I almost injured myself really bad. Um, so that traumatized me. If it was, if like New Orleans, it would have been easier for me to ride a bike. But then again, my obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, and the touching things makes it more difficult for me to ride a bike. I mean, not physically riding, but the fact of me, if I have to ride the bus and I gotta use the bike ramp, or the bike rack, or or if I have to park my bike by a barricade or something like that. I don't like to touch, even long before COVID-19, I just, because of my upbringing and stuff. Excuse me. But then if I did have a permanent roof over my head, I heard that the government will come drag you out your house and snatch you out your house. And then, or they would confiscate your food and confiscate everything you own under executive orders. So, I mean, it's like, see, me being a woman and disabled, I have to have, certain things in my storage unit. I mean, it would be easier if I were a guy and I didn't have the upbringing that I had, and if I just had a regular, normal life. I mean, I have certain medical papers because I'm disabled and because of foster care and stuff like that. And of course, my birth certificate and a few other things, stored away. So that's why I have to have it. Can I downsize? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got some stuff I need to get rid of. But one thing that's difficult is no place to dump or throw anything away, because there's no place at the storage unit to throw anything away. And so I don't have any place where I can go and throw anything away. And me trying to rest and relax from being on the streets for so long, and then for the first couple of months being here, I mean, February, everything started to meddle. I mean, phase out and become more calm and everything. But everything was just so hectic, especially the month of December more than anything. So, and then that with the cold, me not being able to function properly in cold weather and scared to go out in the cold and everything. It's another reason why I just didn't even bother, you know, with the storage unit, trying to spring clean and organize certain things. And then I didn't have the extra money to carry the stuff in a cab, and then I could have put the trash in the dumpster while I stayed here. So I could have put this stuff in a dumpster while I stayed here. And that was my plan, but I haven't gotten to follow through with it because of all the craziness I've been going through, plus the sleep deprivation, and I still feel like I need to I feel like anxiety about going back out to live on the streets and everything. I looked for jobs on Craigslist. Nothing for me. Nothing that fits me. Nothing that suits me. Nothing is a good fit for me. Or, Some people suggest, well, why don't you do a security guard job? No way in hell can I be a security guard and be heavily sleep deprived. I can get in so much trouble. That's why I couldn't even take that risk. And they're like, oh, well, since you suffer sleep deprivation, why don't you be an overnight security guard? Well, if something happens and I'm not alert enough, you know, I don't want to take those chances. But other than that, I wouldn't mind if I was able to be alert and stuff like that. But they want to crush us like the elite want to crush us like aluminum cans. And they don't care about us trying to survive because they want us to die. Bill Gates wants over 90% of the human population gone. If y'all know about the Georgia Guidestones. So, that Papa Duck guy, I guess he was a former rapper. If he can speak certain things about the agenda of what's going on and not get in trouble, maybe because he was a former rapper in the industry. But there's some scary times ahead. And it's like I've been trying to wrestle to try to get closer to God. And I still feel like as if I'm far away from him. So trying to get closer. And my anxiety is really high right now. And I'm scared, I'm tired, but I'm scared to even try to go to sleep right now because I know that they would physically, remotely, electronically, physically assault me really bad with the vibrating. And then, earlier I was vibrating pretty much all day long. In different parts of my teeth. They're trying to make my teeth hurt. So I'm scared and I don't know the best thing to do, when times get tougher. And and people act like they don't want to, help, they give half-ass fake advice. They'll give you a response that does not answer your question, and then make it like you should be on your own. But it's more like an every man out for himself kind of thing. And evolution in school, Darwinism, it was a lie and indoctrination. So, a lot of people equate stupidity with natural selection and dumbing down of society. But actually, we were made to be stupid. I don't think we were born stupid. But with all this, MK Ultra mind control programming on the masses, it's like we're mind controlled and brainwashed into being stupid by no fault of our own. And we were taught wrong all our lives. Oh no! Now you want to make my chest hurt. They're making my chest hurt because I'm speaking the truth. So they're trying to make everything hurt. But I've been feeling like down in the dumps and depressed lately. And I'm about to go take a shower. I don't know if that will make me feel better. But I guess this might be a day where I just might take a shower and don't wash my hair. But I can never take a shower and avoid getting my hair washed. Avoid getting my hair wet. So I figure I might as well just wash it. every time I take a shower. So I got another short story out. I can't believe, well, y'all might think the short story is lame, corny, and or whatever, but I'm wondering, is it okay to laugh at your own your like is it okay to laugh at your own short stories or your own writings or works of fiction or whatever? So it's to me, I was I found like it was corny and funny at the same time. The short story that I wrote. So can I ask y'all, do I have to have y'all permission as a punished, targeted individual with no equal rights of other people? I mean, I wish I had the same equal rights of other people. If I wanted to do a YouTube live, but I would deserve to be punished by having nobody come watch my YouTube live. But like, I would get condemned and called thirsty or desperate if I would have say like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. But I'm not allowed to mention that, but everybody else can. Everybody else is able to put the links in their description box, for their websites or their merchandise. Plus they get ads on their channel. And they put their Cash App, GoFundMe, and PayPal or whatever. So why don't I have that equal right? So I better not take up too much space on my phone. So I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.